Hey, what's up, guys? Morrison James 1 here, filling in on this stunt day. I'm not the biggest fan of stunt days, but a lot of people love them. Um, the biggest thing I like to do on a stunt day is to find the ones I like and just pick those. But since I'm not on a streak, and I might as well just keep picking them all until I get a couple greens in a row, maybe three in a row. Then I'd slow down and then start looking for a couple good, better high percentage stuff. Looks like we're on TPC Sawgrass 17th hole all day. About 10 props. That's just a guess. I'm not going to count. And let's dive in and look at a couple statistics here. 20% birdied the hole last year, 63% parred, which leaves 17% for bogeys or worse. Historically, though, bogeys have been more common than birdies. I could not find the statistics historically on that, but I'm pretty sure par's averaging around 55%, give or take a little bit there. Just an estimate looking at all the numbers that I've looked at. So that leaves probably 20% for birdie and 25% for bogey plus is my best guess. So using that information, let's take a look at a couple of these props. There's a lot of, well, I think there's 2 6 strokes or any other score with two fellows. I guess I'd lean towards any other stroke there, just because you got 55% times 2. That would be your pars. Sometimes one dude would birdie, one dude would bogey, but I'd probably say it's 55%, maybe any other score. Still, these are all guesses. I don't know. This is stunt day. You can't get any good leans on these. You can't dive in too hard. It's just basically coin flips. But you got to try to get an edge. The biggest edge I see is going with Bo Van Pelt the par, and who else has the par? Charles Schwartzel. I suppose I'm saying that right. I assume he's going to par as well. He's one of the better. Those two are one of the better golfers. That's possible they birdie. What the hell? I'll go with par. But I think the any other stroke with the two guys, any other score is probably a better idea. And then the 9 or 10 strokes, again, I have no clue. Depends on the, what do you call it, the threesome. Just go with whatever the hell you want to do there. Then we got some baseball, the Yankees and Rockies. Sabathia is on the mound in Denver, or I'm sorry, Colorado, maybe Denver, I can't remember. But we will go with the Yankees there. I feel like that's a good pick. But that's only if I got maybe 2 or 3 in a row there. If not, I'll just continue on this 17th hole, trying to figure my way out. Let's see. Tigers Nationals, haven't looked into that one too much. I feel like the Tigers are a better team. They're doing better right now than the Nationals, but the Nationals, I think, are doing pretty well of late as too. So, and they won the last game. I don't know, man. I'm not good at this. Let's see here. Then we got the Penguins and Islanders. I would go with the Islanders to lose by 1 or win. Not too much confidence there because, like I said, all series long I've been backing the Penguins. They kind of did me dirty. Not the first time. Oh, boy. So then we got the Senators and the Canadiens. I feel like the Canadiens are going to come back. I think that's a pretty solid pick today. Something I would consider if it wasn't stunt day or whatever you want to call this day. All right, so let's go down to the 3 period props for the Islander-Penguin game. How many goals will be scored in the first period? Geez, who knows? I suppose I'd lean any other number, thinking that you have a pretty good chance that the Islanders are going to score more than 1 goal in the first. It's possible they score 0 as well. You kind of like that. Percentage-wise, 1 goal is probably pretty likely. You see, with these stunt days, you can't really get a good edge. Which team will score the first goal in the second period? I think what you do here is look at the last 5 minutes of the first period, judge it off that. Usually if there's a late goal, that team will start better. There's not really a good possibility of no goals, so you can kind of ignore that little extra sweetener that you have with the Islanders. But I think the Penguins, not seeing the first period, they probably have somewhat of the upper hand. But like I said, whoever scores that last goal in the period, especially if it's in the last 5 minutes, and who's looking better in that last 5 minutes, usually that's a team that comes out in the second period stronger. Oh, let's see. First 8 minutes of the third period, more wild card, more who the heck cares. Again, that's something that you look at the end of the second period. If a team scored late in that second period, if there's a lot of goals in the game, you go with, yeah, sure, there's a goal in the first 8 minutes. Who the hell knows? But if it's a low-scoring game, I don't know. I feel like I'd go yes in the first 8 minutes. Then the last prop here favors the under with the Mexican Division League garbage. The under 2.5 goals is, I think, about minus 130, which doesn't really help us too much here. I feel as though I go 31 or later or no goal because the under's favored, and it's still, again, right there in the middle. So you have no clue. It's just complete coin flip. So feel lucky. I'd go 31 minutes or more. The biggest things I like today would be the Canadians. I feel like they're going to get it done. Let's see. Probably the Penguins in the second period. Unless the Islanders look really good in that final 5 minutes. Yes, goals seems pretty good in that first 8 minutes as long as it's a high-scoring game. And I like the par threes for the one dudes, the Charles and Bo. Other than that, I wish you luck on this crazy day. Not my favorite day. I wish I already had the streak so I could look into these more. But I don't really care too much since I don't have a streak, and all of these are really coin flips, so I don't think I'd pick them anyway. The only one I would consider is probably the Canadians. I know that the Senators are a very good team and they are playing well. I just feel as though the Canadians snag one more and then Ottawa takes it in the next game, in Game 6. But we'll see. I guess that's it. I'm not as exciting as my predecessor, but hopefully you guys learned something. Probably not, but I will say this. I went on that long streak before, and anybody could do it. It was just luck, really. You just research and just look for the best props, and which is sometimes the first half props or the first, these in between the game props. Some of those can be the best picks that you just have to keep an eye out for. Sometimes they can be. I used those a lot when I built my nice streak back in November 2011. But that's the biggest thing, is just to research these picks. That's all I can say. And anybody can win. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So good luck to you guys. Good luck to your stunt day. May the luck be with you.